Goddamn, guys. Goddamn. It's true. Very curious, man. This weekend is gonna be very interesting to see how everything just feels, man. It really is. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be, 4 days away, and then obviously it's over. But I don't know. It's crazy, man. There's nothing other than the code. Exactly. These shows have their shining stars in the middle of their trash pile, man, and that's really how you could describe each one of these shows: Dynamite, SmackDown, and Raw, dude. Raw is a weird case, man. Lately with Raw, everything at the top feels pretty useless most of the time, and it's always like those two random things that you really care about, and then SmackDown, you got Dragunov. That's about it. And then Dynamite, you have your two golden stars usually at a time, man. So it is nice to see, man. But man, what is weekly wrestling television in 2025? I'm scared for 26.
Hello? Oh,
Well,
Jesus. Well, what I was saying, I apologize. I apologize for that. Um, I don't know about this sometimes. I really don't. So my bad. It should be working now, so let me know. But uh well, hello everybody. Now that you can finally fucking hear me. Um what was I'm trying to summarize what I was saying. Um oh, yes, okay. Going back to where I first started. Cena Cena retires in 4 days. Cena retires in 4 days, man, and I was saying it really doesn't feel like it, but at the same time, it is starting to hit. That we are 4 days away out from his retirement. I was also talking about how with weekly wrestling television, when it rains, it pours. When it's good, it's really good. When it's bad, it pours. It does. And there's a lot of things that pour on the show. I was also talking about Sir K was mentioning 2026 for these companies, and I was mentioning that oddly enough, I am I do feel going into 2026, I do feel less scared for AEW than I do for WWE for some odd reason. I was mentioning AEW, they do have the Death Riders turn that we can look forward to. Um, and they got Will Ospreay coming back. There's a lot of things I'm excited about with AEW in the year of 2026. As for WWE, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen. All I know is the GOAT, the greatest to ever do it, is retiring on Saturday night, and fuck, I might be going with him. So we'll see.
I think they'll realize a lot of people are gonna be going with a man, and I think that shit's gonna hit WWE like a truck, man. And same way it's hitting us like a truck, man. So, 2026 looks pretty bleak for WWE, man. You got this masked storyline that's probably gonna go on way too long. You got LA Knight, which is a whole rabbit hole to go into. You got just a whole bunch of nothing. And then at least AEW, like you said, they got Will coming back. They got the Swerve and Hangman tag team build up they're gonna be doing. And we got the Death Riders, man. So they got some stuff that I'm looking forward to, man. But overall, man, 2026 is not looking good. It's not.
Ye- The fact the the fact that we're sitting here talking about looking up for WWE and we mentioned the Death Riders is just fucking wild to me. I'm sorry. It's still wild to me. It genuinely is. But you're right. You're right, man. It's actually one of the better stories on in all of wrestling right now, to be honest, at least in my honest opinion. I do really think the Death Rider the Death Rider story is really good. Um but yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's yeah, we are on the cusp of a really really sad Saturday, man, and I'm very excited.
We are.
I'm very excited for it. I'm also very scared for it because man, it's fucking John Cena. I mean, what can you say, bro? It's literally one of, if not the biggest star in all of the industry, man. So I can't believe it. I really can't believe it, man. But it is we are on the cusp of it, and it is literally right around the corner, man. Um Not even that,
Quite
man.
literally.
We're downright on the same street as John Cena's retirement. But how's everybody doing? Thank you guys for joining us as always. Welcome back to another edition of NHP Unscripted. This is episode 277 of Unscripted. As like I said, we are on here with another edition of Unscripted. If this is your first time watching and you guys do not know how the show works, every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central, we are on here with Unscripted. Every Friday at 3 p.m. Central, we are on here with the news and for the pay-per-views for both WWE and AEW. We are live directly after the show goes off the air with the official post-show review. And with that, obviously, if you guys do want to join us for a post show, man, if you want to, if you, if you want to, hang out Saturday after we watch John Cena retire and watch me look like the biggest idiot on the planet, um, then tune in Saturday, man. I'm very excited for it. It's going to be a very bittersweet review, but we will be here nonetheless. We will be live for the Saturday night's main event post show review, reviewing what actually looks to be a very, very good Saturday night's main event card. So I'm very excited for that. And yeah, so man, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be very good, man. So yes, like I said, if you guys do want to catch us for a post show, we will be live this Saturday, Saturday night's main event post show review. Post show review following John Cena's retirement. So, with that being said, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official NHP merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Links at the top of the description of this very video, man, where you can find this beautiful piece of Notorious Sales merchandise live on there as we speak. Again, links at the top of the description of this very video, man. And with that being said, if this is your first time watching and you guys do not know who we are here at Notorious Heels, I am Johnny, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man, Sir K here. Sir K, let everybody know what it is you are smiling about today.
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just been chilling, man. Just been waiting for this very sad but great week, if that makes sense, man. So just waiting for that. It's here. And then after Saturday, man, that who knows, man? Who knows what it's gonna be like in wrestling after Saturday, man? But overall, just waiting for that. Waiting for the holidays are coming up. I'm excited about that, and yeah, always love the Christmas season. So gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. But other than that, just been chilling, and just been hanging out, man. I've been doing good. Like Durante always asks, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. Family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat? How's everyone doing watching the replay? What about you, bro? How are you doing?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. I am doing pretty good. I am doing pretty good. Honestly, uh, man, I guess just well, can't say it's the only thing going on. I was gonna say getting ready for Saturday night's main event. I am getting ready for that indeed, but also getting ready for Christmas, man. So it's always a fun time of year. Just getting to go and get gifts for your loved ones and whatnot. So it's always a fun time of year for me. There is some gifts under the tree, so that's always a nice aesthetic around this time of year, man. But other than that, man, nothing too much. Nothing too much, man. Just chilling, man. Just chilling. Like I said, just getting ready for Christmas, getting ready for Saturday night's main event. Um, I can't believe it. I also am very curious to figure out when WWE plans on shipping out those shirts, because at least when I got the Chicago one that I ordered that immediately, and it started shipping a couple days before the event, and then it literally shipped to me the Saturday after that SmackDown. So if you look at our pictures from SmackDown, we have I have the John Cena Montreal shirt on rather than the Chicago shirt, because it literally came the next day. Um, so I was trying to play it safe and order it online, just so I would have it, because I didn't want to get to the event and then have them be like, oh, we're out of your size. And then by the time I, go on the website, my size is completely gone. So I was trying to play it safe and I end up getting screwed. So what do you know?
Good old WWE.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Fanatics is trash. They really are. Um
Stand them.
yeah, Even those fucks are so easy too, man. Half of the merch half the merch you see on WWE Shop isn't even excuse me, isn't even WWE Shop merch. It's like from third party companies. Like, what the fuck is this? Oh no. They got all those stupid ass oversized boxy shirts on there and whatnot. So I don't know. It's all fucked up nowadays. It's not as good as it used to be. I tell you.
It's
Jesus.
good, you know.
Okay. Um. It should be better now. At least it appears to be somewhat. Okay. I think we're back. Jesus. Okay. I apologize. Uh, we appear to be back. Um, let's see. We got. Okay. We have AEW Dynamite. AEW Dynamite, man. This show was it was okay.
There.
It had the Continental Classic stuff, and that was honestly the only other thing of substance. AEW is currently building to a feud, or a mini feud, I guess. I guess it's already gonna culminate at Winter is Coming tomorrow. But at least I think Winter is Coming is tomorrow. It's either tomorrow or next week. But we have a ongoing feud with Samoa Joe, the world champion, is feuding with Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston. Good
So
Lord. What is that matchup?
yes, I, I, I don't know, man. You know, well, this episode of Dynamite took place from Fishers, Indiana. Does this
Where's
place
Indiana?
does this place exist? I have no idea. Somebody, if you are from Fishers, Indiana, please let me know. I would love to meet you. Um,
Because, dude, where does Dynamite go nowadays, dude? Every week they say the most non-existent place in the world, man. They're gonna say we're in Polito Bay in the next episode of in the next episode of Dynamite, dude. It literally, that's what it sounds like every week. We're in Fishers. What is that?
um, is the audio working for you? Because it's fine on my end.
Yeah, yeah. It's completely fine.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Yeah. I mean, I don't know
Yeah,
what to tell you because
try your device, but
it's literally it's fine on my end. I just tested it, so.
oh, yeah, completely.
Oh, I also forgot to. I'm all messed up. As Durante always asks, I'm good. Family's good. What about you, Logan, Durante, Bell? Lonnie, and we have the one and only, the owner of GDR Finances LLC. We have Mr. Walk 'em down and cut they shiz off. Mr. Walk 'em down and run that marathon. Mr. Walk 'em down and cook that shit up. Mr. Walk 'em down and run that event. Mr. Walk 'em down and feed them families. We have my brother, Gotti Devon, in the house. How are you guys doing? Thank you guys for joining us, as always.
Thank you guys.
Yes. My bad. Almost forgot. There's a lot going on right now. Yes, Fishers, Indiana. Oh, yes, that's what I was saying. Earth to Fishers. If anybody is actually from there, please let me know. I would love to meet you, just to know that there's any sign of life coming out of Fishers, Indiana. I don't know if that was a virtual crowd. I don't know if those people were real or not, or if that place even exists. But Fishers, please, if you are, if there's Earth to Fishers, Indiana, please, aware me, please.
Maybe those early days of AEW rumors were true. Remember when WWE fans would say that Tony Khan bought and paid everyone to be in the crowd? That might be true this time from Fishers, Indiana.
Possibly. So what you're saying is Tony Khan paid people to come to Fishers, Indiana, or did he pay for a virtual audience?
Exactly. He paid for people to come to a made-up city. Is what he did, man.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe they're gonna hold the
knows
next.
what they're gonna be
Maybe they're gonna hold the next AEW Dynamite from Lost Heaven, or Vice City, or like you said, maybe they're gonna hold it from Sandy Shores.
Yeah, literally. Maybe Sandy Shores. Maybe who knows where it's gonna be next, man. You have so many possibilities. Sandy Shores, Polito Bay. You got San Fierro, man. You got all the places you can go.
So, Jesus.
It's gonna be a Night City next.
We get this opening promo with Samoa Joe and Eddie Kingston. I was not a fan of this at all. No disrespect, because I really do like Eddie Kingston, but I also don't know what happened. I just do not enjoy his work. I really don't. I don't really enjoy the character that he plays, and again, no disrespect, but I'm just not really a big fan of his in-ring work these days. I don't remember him being this bad. Yeah, I don't want to say gas. The word I would use for Eddie Kingston is unimpactful. A lot of his moveset just comes off very unimpactful. It really does. It just doesn't. It doesn't move me. And another thing that used to move me with Eddie Kingston is his promos, and they just don't move me anymore. If I could look back. Okay. Okay. My bad. It really fucking seems like we're gonna have one of these fucking days. So Jesus Christ. So Eddie Kingston and Samoa Joe, they are in the ring Samoa Joe is first in the ring for his promo, and he starts making fun of Fishers, Indiana. Okay, we're off to a wonderful start. He's hardly talking about Eddie Kingston. He's making fun of Fishers. Eddie then gets on the mic and tells Samoa Joe that he sold his soul for fame. He says if Samoa Joe does not bring the old Samoa Joe, if he brings this new Samoa Joe, that jumps people from behind and gets in people's heads like Hook, he will eat him alive. Come winter is coming. He then tells Samoa Joe he doesn't like to talk for too long because that's not what I do. I don't sports entertain. I'm a professional wrestler, and I'm trying to get back to the hotel so I can go to bed. And that was the fucking promo. The fucking promo was Samoa Joe talking about taking a private jet to Fishers. There is no private airport in Fishers, Samoa Joe. Where did you land? Did you land at the nearest Zaxby's? Did you land at the nearest fucking Burger King? Where did you land your private jet? In Fishers, Indiana. And Eddie.
Airfield.
And Eddie, you are about to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship, yet you are talking about going to the hotel and going back to bed. You literally said, I don't want to talk anymore. I want to go back to the hotel and go to bed. That sounds fucking fantastic. Could you fucking imagine John Cena in the build to WrestleMania telling Cody Rhodes he doesn't want to talk to him anymore because he wants to go home and go to sleep when he's in the middle of fucking gunning for the 17th World Championship? This is what we're doing.
Guy, you want to get behind to be world champion. You know, you don't want your Codys, you don't want your Cenas, no. You want your people that want to just go to bed. That's who you want as your world champion. That's the workhorse you want as a world champion. To go to bed.
So this you expect me to believe that this guy, Eddie Kingston, is supposed to be is gunning to be AEW's QB1. This is QB1 for AEW. Eddie Kingston. I want to go home and go to bed. See, and the thing is, the promo itself, up until that point, wasn't even that bad. You know, he's bringing up points to Samoa Joe. Like, you know, he's telling him he's a coward now, and you know, he doesn't respect him, and he got in Hook's head, and he manipulated the kid, right? And then he fucking says that, and completely just fucking, at least for me, completely just fucking ruins everything. I don't want to talk. I don't sports entertain. Motherfucker, you're one of the best promos in the company when you want to be. What do you mean you don't want to talk? This is your strong suit. Your weak part is the wrestling. Why do you want to do that so much?
Like, he has this, like, need to be, like, this, you know, workhorse in the ring guy. You're not, bro. You're a promo guy, and that's okay. That is okay to be that. But you, like, try so hard not to be, it makes you ass, dude. It makes no sense. I hate that shit. You, of all people, cannot be saying you don't want to sports entertain, bro. That's what you're good at, bro. I'm sorry. That is what you're good at.
It is. I don't know why these guys take such offense to being promo guys. You know what I mean? It's like in Eddie's case, I mean, he's not Jey Uso in the ring. Like, he's okay.
No.
He's okay in the ring when, at least he used to be. He used to be okay in the ring, and it's just like, Eddie Kingston has never looked as good as that Punk feud, man. He was off the dome with the promos. They were fucking phenomenal. And then when he got in the ring, he looked hard-hitting. He looked impactful. He looked like, again, like, he looked then what he's trying to be now. He looked like he possessed a little bit of strong style in him. Now, there is no strong style to be possessed. Now, it's soft style is what Eddie Kingston possesses. I mean, it really is. It doesn't...
He's got the Play-Doh style.
It doesn't move me, man. And then again, you're a great promo. And you say shit like that. I don't want to talk. I don't want to sports entertain. I want to go to bed. Dude, you're gunning for the world fucking championship. Don't you think it would have been smart to say, you know, I'm going to go train, you know, with fucking Maxine Dupree in the Hart family dungeon or something like that? I want to go to bed. What?
Exactly. So you like you want to do this workhorse thing, but you're talking about going to bed. Bro, that makes no sense. Like you said, say you're going to train, say you're going to be up all night thinking about winning the world title or that something, bro. Something makes. I don't even care if you are going to your hotel to go to bed. Just say something that makes me believe in you, man. Something.
Seriously,
Imagine,
bro.
imagine you get the once in a lifetime opportunity to meet John Cena, right? And you're expecting some wise ass wisdom, and he just tells you, you know what, man? You should just give up. You should just
Yeah.
give up, go to bed, chill out. No, that's not a world champion. That's not
So,
the guy. It's
uh,
not the ace.
I was gonna say, imagine Bryan Danielson on the road to WrestleMania 30. He's fucking fighting the Authority. They're giving him hell. They're kicking him out of the building. They're fucking taking his shot away from him. And he's like, you know what, Triple H and Stephanie? You know what, man? Fuck you guys. You know how I'm gonna do this at WrestleMania 30? I'm going back to the hotel to go to sleep. What?
What? Like,
No.
no, you,
It's like you remember that you remember that episode of Raw where he hijacked Raw and he had all the fans out
yep.
there chanting yes. Imagine they're all coming out and he says, "Wait, guys, no, hold on, guys, don't cross the barricade yet. You know, I'm feeling a little snoozy. You know, I think we can hold off on this, guys. It's fine. I don't really feel like sports entertaining people right now." I just kind of want to go back to the hotel and go to bed. Let's shut this whole thing down. We'll deal with the Authority later. The fuck?
What kind of promo is that? And what kind of mentality is that, man? I used to really love Eddie Kingston, man, but now he's just, I don't know, man. He tries so hard to be something he's not, and it's okay to not be what he's trying to be, if that makes sense, man. It's frustrating.
You know, they're really starting to make me think that a nominee for worst booking decision of the year was having Eddie Kingston come back. Not only was his fucking performance against Big Bill at All Out, that was one of the worst return performances I ever seen. Me and Sir K were damn near fucking our jaws had hit the floor by the time that match ended because we were sitting there like, did this is your fucking return performance? That was horrible. And then we get to this. I thought it couldn't get any worse, but this guy, this guy's talking
And let's
about
go to
going for
bed.
the World Heavyweight Championship, and he's talking about fucking going to sleep. What the fuck? What? Oh my
Horrible.
god, Jesus! We got Continental Classic action. We have Kazuchika Okada versus Pac. We have Okada versus Pac. I love how Danielson calls him Pac, and then you just have Excalibur in his Excalibur way. Roll up, pipe Pac.
Like, bro got to snort every time he says fucking the C in pack. It's pack. It's pack. Like, dude, it's just say Pac. It's Pac, not pack. It never does not make sense to me, man. Ugh.
So, Okada and Pac, it was a pretty good match, man. I mean, what do you expect? Pac locked in the brutalizer on Okada, and Okada rolled back into a roll up. Okay, as as Pac puts 0 points on the board, which, like I said, it still does leave him at 3 from his previous match. So we have another C2 match. We have Kyle Fletcher versus Kevin Knight. As this was also another very good match on Dynamite. It ended with with Kyle Fletcher's brainbuster for a Kyle Fletcher victory here, which gives Kyle 6 points as he's now won both of his matches. Kevin Knight earned 0, but he still has the 3 from the Darby match, so he is at 3. So,
Oh, man. love to see too, even though it's not even on Dynamite, dude. But I saw in the aftermath of the collision, funny enough, Masquerada Dorada beat Claudio in a match.
The fuck? What? What?
I was reading that shit. I was like, wait, did I? I had to look back. I was like, wait, did I read that correctly? Yes. And not only is Masquerada Dorada with Alex Oberhunties now,
Oh my
but
fucking god.
he literally, they fucking put him with every fucking luchador on the planet. But he beat Claudio in a match, man. So that whole mentality that we're gonna get to at the end of our Dynamite section about, people beating certain somebodies to, step up and be seen as leader. By that logic, Masquerada Dorada can be the leader of the Death Riders.
uh, well, man, we gotta love we gotta love ourselves some Masquerada Dorita. Um um Yes, I am all for an upset in the tournament, but Masquerada Dorada beating Claudio, I mean, come on, bro. Come on, Tony. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing?
Uh,
We have the Don Callis family calling out the Young Bucks to get their money. Wasn't this a gag that they were doing at Full Gear like 3 weeks ago?
it wasn't the whole point of the moment in Full Gear was they abandoned the money for friendship because they
Uh,
finally, okay.
the Young Bucks come out. They get attacked by the Don Callis family. And then
Oh
Jurassic
God.
Express comes out for the
Oh
save.
no.
They're getting their ass whooped too. And Kenny injured Omega comes out for the save to save the Young Bucks and the Jurassic Express.
He save his body and not save people anymore. Please.
Uh, yeah, that is a very valid complaint. Yes, Kenny, please, can you save your body? I think the Young Bucks and the Jurassic Express will be okay. I think they'll be okay if you weren't there, as we will be okay if you're not here, so you can heal yourself up for the love of God. Please
Literally.
heal yourself up. So, hopefully, Kenny ends up being all right. I don't know why he's back though. He's back to feud with the Don Callis family. So,
How long has the Don Callis feud been going on for with Kenny? Like 2 years, 2.5 years?
it legitimately we're going on. He broke up with him in mid 2023. So we are at
Oh,
about two. We are at 2.5 years.
2.5 years of feuding with the same entity on the show. That is insane, dude. What in the hell?
Just have the fucking guy go heel. Well, not heel turn. Go heal himself up, heal his body, and have him come back and do actual shit. I mean,
Please.
come on, man.
What is this?
Frustrating is what this is.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else there is to say. Another cookie cutter segment with Kenny Omega coming back to fight the Don Callis family. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he only wants to feud with them. I don't know if he's checked out and just wants to work with his friends. I don't know what the deal is, but um, yeah, what a joke. I mean, please, if this guy is not fucking healed, why are we bringing him back to feud with the Don Callis family?
A useless, meaningless feud where you could easily be having that man heal up in this time.
The timeless love bombs defeat Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir and knock them out of the women's tag title tournament. So I actually thought this would go the other way. I thought Megan and Marina would end up winning this because I believe they end up facing the Babes of Wrath in the finals. Yes, because the Babes of Wrath defeated the Sister of Sin.
Sister of Sin.
So it'll be the Babes of Wrath against the Timeless Love Bombs. This was a holiday street fight. Yeah, 100%.
They're giving it to Tony Storm. LOL, Tony Storm gets the title.
Well, Luger brings out a gift for Marina Shafir, and it ends up being his middle finger. Tony Storm is behind Marina Shafir, pours out tacks, and gives her a German on some tacks, and she hits her with a gift wrap shoe. And picks up the victory for the Timeless Love Bombs as Marina Shafir takes the pin. I wonder if this is going to play into the Death Rider stuff at all.
Sure. You know, she's kind of been, with Moxley so much, man. Maybe, Moxley's influence is getting to her, and she's starting to lose, and I think she's gonna realize that, man. And I don't think it's gonna be well for Moxley.
No. His world will be coming to an end sooner rather than later. The Ops versus the Dark Order. The fuck?
Why do they still exist? Why is the Dark Order still a thing?
They come out here and they're talking about this group like this is some fucking revered group in AEW. Excalibur's like their leader, the late great Brody Lee. Like, homie, this group, that was 5 years ago, homeboy. 5 years ago. Whatever relevance this company thinks they had, it's dead. Okay? It's gone. It is long dead. This group hasn't been a thing since Brody Lee was TNT champion. And even when that happened, they still booked the group like shit.
This group is horrible. I don't know why they still exist. I don't know why they're still employed. In all reality, man, they. I don't know, man. I don't know. What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Before the match, Hangman tells the Dark Order he will not ruin the opportunity for them, but after the bell rings, the Ops are mine. The Ops mop the floor with the Dark Order. Who would have guessed? It ends with a Powerhouse Hobbs spine buster on, I believe, Alex Reynolds for the victory. And afterwards, Adam Page attacks Hobbs and Shibata, and Hook runs off. So, yeah.
Just compelling stuff, man. In fact, you just feel, when the Dark Order loses, man. You just feel out every rare time it happens.
Yeah. I feel like this is a common occurrence with the Dark Order. I feel like this is nothing new to see the Dark Order lose.
Really? Man, I can't tell you the last time I've seen them lose.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll go. Yeah, I can't tell you the last time I seen both.
Last time I remember seeing the Dark Order was, I think, when they tried to fight the Death Rider and Big Al Mop.
Yes, it was over. Yeah, it was over a year ago when they were chasing the fucking Dark Order was literally chasing the Death Riders in their truck. I do remember that. Yeah.
Gotta love it.
My God. What a shit show. Yeah, so the Ops win and retain the Trios titles. What made the Dark Order eligible for the Trios titles in the first place boggles my mind. But what everybody came for. The Continental Classic, the main event, Death Rider versus Death Rider, Claudio versus Moxley. I was excited for this, man. I was very excited for this. They did a John Moxley entrance with Renee, doing B-roll commentary in the background of John Moxley's entrance. I actually thought this was really dope. She was in the crowd, and you could see Moxley like walking behind her, and she's talking about Moxley and the Death Riders, and she's like, "I spoke to John Moxley earlier today." Like, Renee, that we know that's your husband. I would hope you I would hope you spoke to him earlier today. But she's watching him walk around with his work wife, Marina Shafir, as he does another one of these badass Death Rider entrances, as we all know and love from John Moxley. But yeah, she's sitting there like, "I spoke to John Moxley today earlier about the tournament." So I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah.
I like how in kayfabe they like aren't married. In kayfabe, in a way, or at least they never mention it. Like, has like so many people she interviewed have gotten like their ass whooped by the Death Riders, and they don't say nothing about her being her husband.
100%. The only time she's ever brought it up is that one little like side thing they did with the Death Riders, where it was like an interview style thing. And they were at like an off-site location. It was like I think it was like at the Death Rider dojo or whatever. And she talked about how, Moxley is a different guy when he comes to work. So he's walking around with his work wife, and Renee's, she's I guess she's all for it. She's acting like she didn't see nothing, man. So
A blind eye, I guess.
So we got no handshaking to start. These guys just started grappling with each other. These guys were this was a great match. These guys were beating the shit out of each other. You would not have expected the match to be like this, but as Danielson said on commentary, being in a group with both of these guys, he knew they weren't going to go easy on each other. They were going to give it all they had. This is what they trained for. Claudio, after giving Moxley a couple power bombs, Moxley was bloodied, and Claudio hit a running uppercut on John Moxley towards the end of the match to seal the deal and win the match for himself. So Claudio puts 3 points on the board here. I cannot remember what his full number was, but Moxley does put 0 points on the board here, man, as this, again, this was incredible. I love this. These two beat the shit out of each other. But the whole match, it just seemed like Claudio had the physical advantage, but what I would say was very interesting to me more than that was it seemed like he had the psychological advantage over John Moxley. It seemed like he was more tapped in than the leader of the group.
Exactly. He seemed like not only was he more tapped in, but like he's been watching Moxley and all his weaknesses, and he's like been waiting to use them, and he finally got to use them, and you could tell he's been waiting to outshow Moxley.
100%. So if you didn't think the end of the Death Riders was near, Bryan Danielson dropped the most interesting line. I was listening to this and I was like, whoa. I had to write this down because I thought this was very, very telling into the, I guess, future of the Death Riders. Danielson says, when we were in the Blackpool Combat Club together, I was never able to defeat John Moxley. That's why we saw him as the leader. Claudio Castagnoli just defeated Jon Moxley. That's very
There you
true.
go.
Bryan
The-
never defeated Moxley, which again, like he says, this is why they looked at Mox as the leader of the group. Jon Moxley was just defeated by his stablemate, Claudio. What does that mean for the Death Riders? Seems to me
Leader was beaten.
like they may have found themselves the next leader of the group.
I think they have, man. I think they have. I think that was the moment that sealed the deal within the story, and now they're just gonna be waiting to pounce, man. And their pounce they are gonna do, man. I love the story they've been putting on. I love Danielson on commentary. That's so perfect. That Kim, kind of just doing commentary to stay around, kind of perfectly aligns with the Death Rider story. I really like that, and that's the line of lines, man, because that is very true, and I think the new leader has been found, and I think they're gonna pounce.
Oh yeah, and I think they were probably waiting for this to get all the con between Garcia, Pac, Yuta, and Claudio. Has been, valid. Let's see if you could beat him, and he fucking beat him.
Yeah.
Moxley. Moxley, um, was on the outside after this match, and you could just tell he had a certain look of defeat about him, and Marina Shafir had that same look of sadness, as if she knows what's coming. And again, Jon Moxley looked very beat up after this. Um, he looked very drained. And when these guys left through the crowd, all the Death Riders were, making sure one or the other was okay. Jon Moxley and Claudio almost didn't even look at each other. So, I don't know, man. This was great. I thought this was an amazing ending to AEW Dynamite, and one of the more interesting endings to AEW Dynamite since I can remember.
Definitely, man. I love the ending. I love just the fact that one thing I love about the story is like the fact that everybody knows exactly what's going to happen. Marina knows, Moxley knows. Obviously, the rest of the guys know, and I just love it. It's just everyone knows the inevitable, but like no one's gonna acknowledge it until it happens, man. And just that look of that Moxley gave of just knowing what's coming, and then like the sadness from Marina, that like she knows it too, but she probably doesn't want to have to do it. But I'm sure she's gonna do it. I love what they're building up, man. I really do. I love what they're doing here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that was AEW Dynamite. That was Dynamite for you guys. That was everything for AEW. Moving over to the couple things we have for SmackDown. But before that, we do have an official word from our sponsor here at Notorious Heels, W Energy. W is an energy drink loaded with vitamins and nootropics formulated to improve focus without getting the jitters. W is a clean formula, sugar-free, 0-calorie, free from fillers and artificial colorings, with 150 milligrams of caffeine per serving. You can get your W products today with the link below and code NHP at checkout to save yourselves 10% on your next W purchase.
Really, what I truly always got to shout out W. No matter what you need the energy for, whether it's work, workout, Christmas is coming up, whether you need a Christmas gift for someone you love and care about, or whether it's this Saturday where you need to be up to experience the beautiful but sad retirement of John Cena. No matter what you need the energy for, W's got you. They'll keep you awake. They'll keep you energized. You won't have the jitters, and it'll taste good all at the same time. Truly, always gotta shout out W.
Absolutely. As always, thank you to the great, great, great people over at W Energy, the official sponsor of what we do here at Notorious Heels. SmackDown. SmackDown this week, we seen the Ilya Dragunov Open Challenge include Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes and Dragunov ran it back from their good old glory days in NXT. And Tommaso Ciampa costs Carmelo Hayes the match. I don't know why. They're both heels, but it's like Tommaso Ciampa and Tama Tonga, they keep teasing these matches with Dragunov, but then Dragunov like just gets a random opponent every week. So I don't really know what the fuck we're waiting for with these guys, but okay.
I don't know, but it's an open challenge, so just like accept the challenge and just go out there and you get the match. Like it's not
Right.
like you have to like work to get a title match here. You literally just have, kayfabe wise, you just have production hit your music and boom, you got the title match. So I don't know what like they're waiting for with that. And I do like the thing where, Dragunov was pissed at the end because, he realized, technically he had helped to beat Carmelo Hayes and, he was pissed at that. But like, what is the point of Ciampa and Tama doing all this? It's just get the match.
Right.
I don't get it.
Completely agree. Completely agree. Michael Cole. I can't believe we didn't have anything to say about Excalibur, but we have something to say about Michael Cole. Michael Cole is one of the GOATs. To me, he's the second greatest commentator of all time. Do you know the name of Dragunov's, his running headbutt that he does?
I do, man.
Okay. Well, Michael Cole, in the middle of Dragunov doing this move, yells "Tornado Moscow."
Tornado. Mr. Michael Cole, man. Did you see him spinning at all in that move? What about that? It screams tornado. It's called a torpedo, because he launches his head like a torpedo into his opponent. I don't see any spinning, man. I don't know. I don't know where the
Tornado
comes
Moscow.
from. Tornado Moscow. Okay.
LOL. Um,
Tornado.
absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So Dragunov hit the Tornado Moscow on Hayes after the distraction by Ciampa, which Dragunov did not see, by the way. He then hit Hayes with an H-bomb to retain, and then, like Sir K said, he was very annoyed after the match when he found out that Tommaso Ciampa was the reason why he won the match, because Dragunov did not see it.
It makes no sense.
It really does not. It really does not, bro. We then get Solo Sikoa cutting a promo on the Wyatts. He cuts a promo on the Wyatts and he tells them he is going to oh, sorry. He tells the Wyatts that they do not deserve the name Wyatt. He says he's going to prove it to them when he takes it all away from them. He says, if you're wondering how I'm going to take it all away from you, all I'm going to do is believe. I thought. I actually thought this promo from Solo Sikoa was great. He sounded legitimate. He sounded he sounded like he was to be he sounded to be taken seriously. He did. I thought it was great. He wasn't joking around. He sounded very serious. He came off very serious, and that I can appreciate, man. I thought that was great. I really did. I thought this was a great promo from Solo. And yeah, like I said, I actually thought he did fantastic here. So that was the promo part of the whole thing. Afterwards, the Wyatts came out. Uncle Howdy and Solo had a stare down, and then a brawl started between all of them.
Yeah, you know how faction stuff goes, you know, face off, brawl, whatever. But I did like Solo's promo. I thought that was really cool. I love when Solo, you know, gets to talk, you know, and be, you know, good, because he is. So I actually really loved his promo. I loved the lines in there. I think the Wyatt line was really good, and I think the Bo Leaf line was really good. I like what he did there, and I hope they can really deliver with this feud, man. It would be really nice to have him, you know, face to face with a human, and not a mask of clay. But overall, I like what they got so far.
Uncle Howdy's kind of got this new look going for him, where like he lets a little bit of his regular hair show through the wig, and it looks great. If only they could take the fucking thing off in general. I think that would be really good for him. But I digress. So yeah. It gets announced that Cody Rhodes will be facing either Ricky Starks or Oba Femi at Saturday night's main event. On the John Cena's Final Match show, he will face the winner of their match, which, like I said, between Ricky and Oba at NXT Deadline, which ultimately ended up being Oba Femi. If you guys are if you guys aren't like me and Sir K, you know, me and Sir K are big NXT heads. We know everything going on around NXT.
Exactly.
Oba Femi won the match. Oba Femi won the match against Ricky Starks, and it is confirmed that he will be the guy taking on Cody Rhodes. I really thought it was going to be Ricky, and I really thought this was like a Cody thing. I really thought that he, you know, wanted to work with his boy. So I thought they were gonna end up doing Ricky versus Cody, NXT champ versus WWE champ, and they actually ended up giving it back to Obafemi, which serves my prediction correct. Because if you guys remember from the prediction video we did last year, I predicted that he would end up being one of the guys. He would end up being one of the guys stuck in NXT all year. And they give him back the NXT title, and he's probably getting called up the night after Mania 42. At least I fucking hope they do not keep him in NXT any longer than that. However, I'm super excited for Oba versus Cody. I would have much rather seen that over Ricky versus Cody. There has been a few theories regarding this whole situation, and I'll talk about those in just a second, but I want to get your thoughts, man. What would you have rather seen here? And are you excited for what we're getting?
Super pumped, man. This is overall what I wanted. I mean, I think you could have had something there with Ricky, and I think you could have had something there with, Oba doing, you evaded me this time, but the next time, I'm going to destroy you. So you could have done that, and that would have been fine. But I really like what they're doing here, man. It's really different. It's really big. It's a big match, and it's very fucking awesome, dude. Oba's great. He gave a promo after, he won back the NXT title about, how change is coming, it was a really dope promo. He said, change, when it came for the dinosaurs, it set the meteor. When it came for the, man, it sent the flood. And, when it comes to the main roster, it sent Obafemi, man. And he's really beast. And I really hope he fucking destroys Cody. And I think he will. I really think he will, man, and I'm very excited for this matchup, man. But I love the decision here. I really do.
For sure. So there has been some theories on on what exactly is going to happen on Saturday, which a lot of people like you expect Obafemi to destroy Cody Rhodes, as he should, because Corny Rhodes needs to get whooped. Okay, that's what we need to see. Personally, in my opinion. However, Cody Rhodes did something very interesting. First of all, in the segment itself, a lot of fans took notice to he did not put his eyes on Obafemi once. Not once did he even look at him. Secondly,
Okay.
later in the night, he provoked Drew McIntyre. During Drew's match or during Drew's segment, he started an attack on Drew McIntyre, which is leading a lot of fans to believe he purposely provoked Drew so Drew can interrupt his match with Obafemi because he knows he's going to lose. I would actually be okay with the match ending in DQ because when Oba eventually does get called up, that's an amazing story you can tell because that is clear as day. Cody Rhodes running from Obafemi. That is clearly him trying to dodge, pun intended, the inevitable. Obafemi does refer to himself as the inevitable, and it seemed like Cody Rhodes knows that. And it seems like Cody Rhodes is, again, he's purposely trying to dodge Obafemi. And I actually like both of these theories, and I think those are, I think those are some very interesting things that people noticed about the whole Obafemi and Cody Rhodes situation. So I am very excited for it.
I am. I'm very excited. And I love that story they could tell of Cody, showing his cowardness, man, and taking the coward's way out. I really like that. And I could easily see that happening. I think that is probably the most likely case. It's a DQ to end the match and probably by McIntyre. And I really like that idea, man. I like the story of Cody, cheating or being a coward to get out of things. I like that, man. I really hope they keep building that up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, the last thing on SmackDown, Gunther tapped out LA Knight to win the Last Time Is Now tournament as he advances to be the final match for the greatest of all time.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. I don't know what the problem is, but everybody is mad about this. I've legitimately been seeing people say that this is giving Kurt Angle and Baron Corbin energy. Dude,
If you think that, my God.
I don't know. It seems like these people have truly forgotten how bad the Vince era was. And trust me, I'll sit here and bake Paul up and down. We bake Paul almost every week. That is not a bad call. It's Gunther. It's, again, Baron Corbin's all right, but it's Gunther.
And was this not the common consensus all year that Gunther was going to be the guy to retire? Was that not the conversations everybody had and predicted all year?
I thought it was.
Everyone knew. I thought it was. Every time I would see Twitter, people would assume, yeah, it's going to be Gunther. Gunther is going to be the last match. Why the switch up all of a sudden? We all knew this was going to happen, and this is great. And we'll get to it when right when we're about to get to Raw. But they're literally building up the most perfect story for the end of John Cena, man. It is literally perfect. I don't know what people want. You wanted a fucking slop fest with Edge for his last match. I would love to see him face Edge at some point. Obviously, it was never going to happen. But as the last match, you want that? You want The Miz as the last match? What are you people on?
Yeah, I don't understand where this comes from. And people say, Gunther doesn't need it. He retired Goldberg. Goldberg. Think about what you just said. You're saying Goldberg's retirement is equivalent to John Cena's.
Exactly.
No. Dude, to me, Gunther is the perfect John Cena villain, to the point where, I truly believe, I truly wish, Gunther had gotten called up just a few years earlier so we could have actually seen a legitimate feud with these two guys and not just a match, because I really think Gunther would be one of the better modern John Cena villains. I really do. I think he could have been the last, pun intended, the last real, John Cena villain. I really believe that. And I've always believed, since this guy has stepped foot in the company, that he is one of the best in-ring performers this company has. I mean, he's fucking up there with AJ Styles, with Ilya Dragunov, with Seth Rollins, with the Johnny Garganos, and I know a lot of people will clown me for that in 2025, but he's up there with the level, that level of caliber of just in-ring, just master, with the, he possesses that level of skill. Okay, he is in that master class of just people that possess in-ring talent. And not even that, this dude has worked on his game so much, he's become a great promo. Remember when he couldn't talk? Look at him now.
Yeah. He's such a great promo, and he's one of those rare people that have overall constantly very solid and very meaningful booking. You don't get a lot of guys like this, man. He's literally perfect, and he's the perfect villain for John Cena because John Cena, he can absolutely chop someone down on the mic, But Gunther just would be one of those people where every hit he verbally throws at Gunther, it just bounces right off him. And obviously that's going to be verbally, and physically it's going to be the same thing too. He's the perfect John Cena villain, dude. This is perfect.
He is. I don't understand. And people say, oh, he's over pushed. Guys, I know
This
what
is what we
overpushed
want.
looks like. This is properly pushed. I can tell you that right now. If you want to look at somebody who is over pushed, we can look at our boy Yeet Man, and we can look at him, and we can look at somebody like that and say Triple H, that is somebody that you over pushed, not Gunther.
Exactly. No.
This guy delivers time and time again, yet he gets called boring. He gets told he can't talk. Where is the argument that Gunther can't talk? He fucking stood toe-to-toe on the mic with CM Punk. He verbally destroyed Jey Uso during Mania season. He went toe-to-toe. He destroyed The Miz on the mic, who's a fucking phenomenal talker.
That's all the Miz is, and he fucking whooped him in that regard, man. It was great. It was a great promo off. He was frying CM Punk. He did great. Where does any of these arguments come from, man? I don't get it. This is literally the perfect ending and perfect note in the final page of John Cena's career. They picked the perfect person.
They did. To me, they really did pick the perfect person, man. I don't get the complaint here. As far as Gunther, the only complaint I do have is that we don't at least get one promo out of it. We just get a match. That's quite literally the only complaint that I have. And Gunther's promo that we're about to go over on Monday Night Raw really just gave you a glimpse into stuff that he would have said to John Cena, and they just match so perfectly, man. I just really wish we could have got to see these guys, face off in a promo sense, So that, again, that is literally my only complaint, man. That's my only complaint here. Other than that, this does not give me Kurt Angle, Baron Corbin energy at all.
No.
So that was that. That was that, man. And that was SmackDown. That was everything we had for SmackDown, man. And now, speaking of the Ring General, we move over to Monday Night Raw. Gunther, please bring back the trench coat. This man was standing to Symphony Number 9, and he was wearing a trench coat as a part of just his street clothes that he was wearing on this night. Look dope. Please get rid of that bathrobe. That is my only complaint I will have from Gunther's return. Please get rid of that leather bathrobe. For the love of God, bring back the trench coat.
Yeah, please get rid of that fucking Hugh Hefner fucking leather fucking bathrobe that he'd be wearing, man. He wore a fucking trench coat in his normal streetwear, and he looks like an absolute fucking dictator monster. He looks amazing. He looked great here.
So, this was from Kansas City, Missouri. This was your episode of Monday Night Raw here, December the 8th. Gooner says, he comes out and he says, John Cena, the crowd is chanting for Cena. He says, John Cena is not coming tonight. Really?
No way. It's not like we know every day he is going to be on, and we know there's one left.
And trust me, Gooner, Fanatics would have absolutely had a Kansas City Chiefs The Last Time Is Now shirt available if that was the case. We all know he's not going to be here tonight.
Literally.
He says, because now is my time. He says, on Friday, I earned one of the biggest honors of my career, becoming the final opponent for John Cena. He says, there is no argument. John Cena is the greatest sports entertainer of all time. But on Saturday, he goes face-to-face with the greatest professional wrestler of all time. I loved that.
So hard,
I thought that was
dude. Oh,
fucking. And I'm sitting there the whole time thinking, you mean to tell me people would have got excited for a fucking promo battle with John Cena and Gunther? Off a line like
dude.
that?
The second he said sports entertainer, I knew what he was gonna do, and I loved it, man. He pulled the sports entertainer card, and I knew he was gonna pull the pro wrestler card. I popped for that shit. It was so perfect.
I popped for it too. And I was unlike you. I didn't even think he would say that. I thought he was just saying John Cena is the greatest sports entertainer of all time. I don't know. I guess I was partially in my Vince McMahon mindset where we couldn't say professional wrestler, which is stupid because they've been saying it on WWE for years. I did not see that coming, which to me made that even better because once he said that, I was like, oh shit, that was tough. I thought that was hard as fuck. I really did.
Super tough.
He says beating John Cena on Saturday will not be enough. He gets in the camera and he says, John, on Saturday, he says, on Saturday, I am going to break your spirit. I'm going to bully you. I'm going to drop you on your head, wrap my arms around your neck, and squeeze the last bit of hustle, loyalty, and respect out of you. And I'm going to force you to do the one thing you said you'd never do. I'm going to force you to give up. Gunther, and he hinted about this on SmackDown, Gunther is going to... he's going into this match with the mindset of he will force John Cena to give up, meaning he's going to force John to tap out. Personally, I don't know if this is just 10-year-old Johnny speaking. I don't like that at all. Personally, I hate that. If John Cena taps out, Triple H, I will personally drive to the White House and smack the dog shit out of you. John Cena should pass out. If John Cena taps out, no. I don't know how you feel about this. Absolutely the fuck not. I don't know if that's what they're going for, but no. Absolutely not. Again, I don't know if that's just 9-year-old me speaking. No. Absolutely the fuck not. Again, a pass out I'm okay with. No. No. I don't know about that. I don't know. That's just I don't want to fucking see that. Again, I don't know if that's what they're going for, but personally, again, I'm all for Gunther winning. We all know Cena wants to give back, but again, that's also the kind of guy Cena is. I don't know if he wants to be in such a give back mindset that he's going to give somebody the ultimate honor. John Cena does not give up. I'm sorry. That's just, even when he was a fucking heel this year, he didn't tap out. No, absolutely. That's a no for me.
I I think I would be perfectly fine with it if they would have had a feud set up already and went through like 2 matches where, John Cena didn't tap out and, Gunther kept trying to. I think if it was like the 3rd match they had together where Cena just finally realizes, like, he had, it should have been a feud at the end of the day. If this was a feud that had multiple matches where, Gunther just kept just surprising Cena with, his offense and the submission every time, but Cena was just able to, either just pass out or get out of it from one of them and win the match. And then I would have been okay, and I think it would have made a lot of sense to have the final match between them that happen. But I think the fact that there's only, one of these matches, I would say don't do it. I think they will, to be honest. I think you should prepare for that. I think that's what they're doing here. And I'm okay with it, but I think it would have really meant something if they would have already had a feud together with multiple matches set up.
Um, Yeah, I can see your point, and I mean I can see what they're going for. I can see what they're going for with, you know, again, John Cena, you know, just giving somebody the ultimate honor of, you know, I made John Cena tap out. I made John Cena give up because again, it's his last day at work, right? What does he have to lose? He's already the greatest of all time. I get that, but and I can also get the argument of people saying, you know, that Cena is uh you know, Cena already gave up earlier in the year when he turned heel. But still, if you would have teased something throughout, if you would have teased throughout the year him almost tapping, you know, throughout the year to people, but nobody was able to get him to do that, that is one thing. I would love if maybe Cena was about to tap, but then he passed out. I just can't. And again, I know it's Cena and he's so unselfish. He probably will give Gunther that honor of making him give up, but I just don't. Triumph for me. There should be some sort of triumph in John Cena's final match. And obviously, we know he's not going to win the match. At least give him the triumph of truly never giving up. That to me, John Cena to me, and that is a slap in the face to what that man stands for, in my honest opinion. Again, this could just be 9-year-old Johnny talking, but to me, I don't like that personally. That's where I stand. Again, we'll see how I feel Saturday night. It probably won't matter because I'll be so fucking sad that the guy just retired in general. But I don't know. To me, just that's a no from me. Sorry. And again, I'm all for Gunther being the last guy. I'm all for this match. The tapping, no. I can go for a pass out. I don't want to see the tap personally. So, man. However, bro, when Gunther said the final line, I'm going to force you to give up, and Symphony Number 9 started playing, that never gets old. That will absolutely never get old. That, fuck, man. I'm so glad that's back.
Thank God that's back, dude. It
And,
gives him so much more aura
dude,
than he already had.
And just wait until we go overseas because the overseas crowds always sing it.
Dude, it's gonna go so hard, bro. I love that shit.
Like, could you imagine? Could you sorry, okay. Could you imagine? Okay, sorry, I'm getting my notes together here. Could you imagine them going over to like Italy, or the next time they go to London, or the next time just they're overseas in general? Those crowds are always so much better. Man, so excited. So excited for that to go
man.
overseas. So
And
Mhm.
one thing I can't wait for too is, you know, next Monday on Raw, what the atmosphere of Gunther coming out is gonna be, man. I really can't wait to see that.
I feel he's going to get mega heat, and I also feel that Triple H has no idea what to do with him after this. Personally,
That's the funniest part about this. He's gonna he after this, he literally has nothing to do.
I like
He has nothing, no ties to the Vision, none of that, no ties to anything else on this show.
nothing. He has nothing. So that part does scare me, and that's one thing nobody's talking about. But it does scare me a lot. Yeah, it does.
gonna be hilarious, bro. He's literally gonna come back. He has no fucking any ties to the vision, no ties to anything going on, anything around the show, dude. Literally nothing. All the people he faced, in the past, for the world title, Jey Uso's back in the tag division. Yeah, fucking, he's coming back to no plans,
Not
and he just fucking beat
guy,
John Cena.
guys. Not so. Not that me and Sir K want to see the Jey Uso match, anyways. But you get his point.
No, and that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, that's not that I want to see, but like all the people he had ties to,
Mm-hmm.
gone.
They're
They
gone.
are
Yeah,
not in the world title scene. They are not in the world title scene right now. It makes more sense to him to move to SmackDown after this
it does.
because he has nothing left on Raw. Yeah, personally, that's probably what I would do. If I was them, I would have him go up to like Adam Pearce, say I fucking retired John Cena. Um, I get to do whatever I want to do right now, and I want to go to SmackDown.
And then
And I would do it. He could
something,
destroy Cody.
something or somebody for WrestleMania season rings a bell for Gunther on SmackDown.
Hmm.
Maybe your WrestleMania match is the Ring General versus the Mad Dragon for the U.S. Championship.
Imagine the pop where, the open challenge is about to start. Fucking Symphony Number 9 hits. But then, Gunther comes out and he says, I'm answering this challenge, but not here. I want it in a place that matters.
Bro.
Oh, that shit's gonna hit. It's gonna truly
Well,
hit, bro.
apparently the pop would be from Only Us, because apparently Gunther is giving fucking Baron Corbin energy.
Cool. No,
The fuck?
did you not watch Baron Corbin? This is not the same thing.
No,
Far,
we're
far,
talking apples and oranges here.
literally.
Jeez. Io Sky defeated Kyrie Sane.
Compelling. Compelling stuff here, guys.
We get a like Tree of Woe type hung up Hurricane Rana into an over the moonsault for an EO victory. All right. Yeah, wonderful. I
Okay.
great. Great.
And
Good stuff.
next slide.
Yeah, next. Yeah, that was, it was literally just a random ass one-on-one match. It ended with Io and Rhea hugging because they got the victory.
All right, man.
Great.
I like how last week ended with utter chaos for the women's tag title scene, and we have no information about anything next for them. Who gets the tag title shot, no information about any of that from last week.
Nothing. Quick side note, going back to the whole Dragunov thing, wouldn't it be dope if Dragunov defended the U.S. title inside of an Elimination Chamber?
That would be insane, dude.
And then imagine,
fucking Gunther.
I was going to say, imagine after the match, he's beat to fuck because he just got done defending in a chamber and Gunther attacks him. Come on, bro. Come on, dude.
No matter what, the fact that he is Symphony Number 9 back, anything he does, anytime he's gonna come out for anything, it's just gonna be pure aura, man. Whether he's about to attack someone, whether it's just gonna be perfect, man. I'm so glad he got it back.
That is an amazing, amazing theme song. All right, Sir Cage. Favorite part of the show, man. The Vision. Woohoo!
Woohoo. Woohoo. Like, this group is so bad, dude. They're so bad. You have Reed and you have Braun. They're great together. They really are. And you got the other fucking two there.
You have the two Pauls. You have Paul Heyman
Literally.
and Logan Paul. Logan storms into the locker room and he says this Rey Mysterio problem needs to be handled tonight. The Bronze get up and say, okay, you want it handled? Let's do it tonight. Logan says, yeah. He says, Paul, let me talk to you, in private. Paul says, all right, guys, I'll be right back. they literally walk to the corner of the room. Like, they're still standing beside the bronze. Like, yo, y'all
5 feet
took,
away.
I was gonna say, y'all took 2 steps to the right. Tomorrow I need to talk to you in private. Like, bro, they can still hear you. So Logan tells him, or Paul Heyman tells him, doesn't it feel good to have backup for the first time in your career? And Logan says, well, I want them to know if they get into trouble, I'm their backup too. Paul says, oh, I couldn't respect you anymore, but here, take these just in case. And he hands Logan his brass knuckles, and then they sit there just saying, just in case. Just in case. Just in case. Just in case.
There is so much wrong with this segment, dude. First of all, when he first pulls Heyman aside, he literally just repeats that, the rape problem has to be dealt with tonight. He literally just he got him in private to say the same thing he just said to everybody at once. Second, Heyman said it's the first time Logan has backup. No, he used to have his little podcast buddies as his backup.
And
They
Drew.
just stopped doing that. And Drew. So first of all, or second of all, no, he doesn't. And third of all, Heyman gives him the brass knuckles, something Logan always has had and always have kept in his pocket. What is the purpose to Paul Heyman, dude? He is pointless. He gave him something he already had before Paul Heyman.
Yeah,
So
why
what is
did he give them to Heyman when he joined the Vision? What is the point of Heyman carrying his brass knuckles around?
Heyman is the most useless person on TV right now. He literally serves no purpose on TV to any of the people he's with. He's so frustrating to watch right now, dude. He is so fucking pointless.
And at this point, Braun Breaker has really showed his promo ability to the point where, it, like you said, it does make you question, like, why is Paul Heyman here?
What does he do? Question mark. Like, what does any Paul do really? Apparently, they do fucking nothing. He's just there. He literally is completely pointless to everybody in that group, man. I don't get it. It's so frustrating to watch this group. This group is so incoherent, dude. And like the Browns, they're cool. They're dope together.
Mm-hmm.
They seem like actual like boys, and whatnot. The rest of the group is completely pointless, dude. That's why I don't care about this MASH shit because what is this mystery person gonna add to the group? They're probably just gonna make the dynamic even worse.
And see, Roman's promo ability was great as well, but at least Roman was running an empire, right? He was running a dynasty, and it made sense for Paul Heyman to be there and to boost Roman's ego because Roman loved it. The dynamic just worked. And again, it's not even that he had to talk for Roman Reigns, but he was there to do the bidding of the tribal chief. He was there to keep the family in line. He was there to take food off of Roman's plate so Roman didn't have too much on his plate. Again, with the bronze, just makes you wonder, man, like, well, Braun's a great promo. What does Paul Heyman really do for him? And then with Logan Paul, it's just like, it fucks it up even worse. And it's just like, again, now what? Oh, like, what are you here to hold his brass knuckles? Are you his human purse? I mean, what are you?
Yeah.
So I really don't understand, man. But yeah, I thought the segment was horrible. I thought the segment was absolutely horrible. And then the Bronze, they fucking get up out of their chairs and ask Logan Paul, "Do you want to take care of this?" Like they're annoyed as hell. With that he's asking them for a favor. They just look annoyed as ever. And then he says, yeah, and then they just sit back down and just continue to go about their night, and they never even helped them with the race stuff, so it really just goes to show, like, they're just annoyed as all hell with the guy, but, again, it doesn't even seem like they like him in the group. I don't know what this is all, who is this for?
doesn't really care, I guess, like those two. They obviously don't give a fuck about him. At this point, I don't even think they give a fuck about Heyman. I don't know what Heyman cares about. This is one of the most incoherent groups I've ever seen, dude. This is horrible, man. And, people are saying, oh, y'all wanted Seth gone, and look what it would have been just as bad if Seth was still around. It probably would have even been worse if Seth was still here, man. So please stop that chatter, dude. This group inherently just doesn't work, and it just doesn't work. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It doesn't. It doesn't. Rey Mysterio comes out for a match with Finn Balor. Holy fuck. I've never been so grateful for Logan Paul in my life. I truly haven't.
Badass. So was Finn too later in the night.
He was, Finn was over the moon. He didn't want to do it either. Rey Mysterio comes out and is attacked by Logan Paul. Rey starts to get the upper hand, but then he is super kicked and curb stomped by the masked assailant.
You see the fan theories about who it is now?
I did, but I honestly can't remember. I remember looking at, hold on, let me think. Is it fuck. It wasn't Chris Jericho. It was it Montez Ford?
It was Montez Ford.
The hell?
Think it is now.
Like what?
What? What in the hell would Montez Ford be doing here? What does he add to this group? What is wrong with you people? Are you stupid? Are you moronic? Like, I've never seen Austin Theory move like that. Dude, it doesn't matter if it's Austin Theory right now. They could put fucking Omos in that mask and they could debut him.
Literally.
Do y'all remember what they did with Retribution? They had the most foul people under the mask at the time, and and everyone that was under the mask during those attack segments, none of them were the final people in that group. It doesn't matter who's in the mask. I'm sure it's whoever is there on TV. They throw the costume and said, hey, we need you to go be the mask guy right now. So I'm gonna have you go out there and do that. This kid, like, what do you mean? I've never seen Austin Theory do that. They could unmask it and be Jarrett. They could have that man go out there in a mask. They could put fucking Javon Evans in that mask, go buck wild, and then have Chris Jericho take off the mask.
And this was the guy doing fucking OG cutters the whole time. The motherfucker's in a mask and it's Chris Jericho.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. It does not matter, people. And dude, they're gonna drag this mass shit out for a few weeks, bro. Probably until January 5th. I don't care. I really don't care who this is. I don't care what they add to the group. This group is doomed. I'm sorry.
100%. 100%.
They're doomed.
LA Knight comes out. He asked for a mic, bro. Did you see how fluently he caught that mic?
That man was so smooth grabbing that mic. Then he like flipped it around in his hand. That man.
I was like, oh shit.
He was smooth as hell.
Man was looking like prime Antonio Brown the way he caught that thing. So LA Knight says, just when he thought the Vision couldn't get any worse, you joined. He says that to Logan Paul. I know, right?
Same.
I felt the same
right?
way.
Thanks,
the fucking Rollins version of the group was better.
Oh, fuck.
Oddly enough, I do think the Rollins version of the group would have came into its own had they had a long run together, but if they only planned to run for a year, that was going to be a very lackluster run.
Yeah, no matter what, the amount of time they kind of like set this group up to exist, it was never going to work.
Because it took, like, at least for me, like a year and a half for even the bloodline to come into their own. And that was only because Triple H took over. If Vince took over, that fucking group probably would have been nothing. So
like, people don't realize, especially bookers, factions you really have to, sink your teeth with over time. For like Death Riders, they just work now, and the story they tell is amazing. even factions, a lot of times they have a very strong and interesting start. They have a period where they don't work, and then they just work. And the time you selected for the vision, they're just never. They almost started to work, and then Seth got injured, and now they just don't work, man.
Bro,
They really don't.
literally the fucking night they broke up, I was so happy
No,
for the group because I was like, man, it seems like they're finally coming into their own. Or sorry, the week prior. The
yeah,
week prior, I remember there was a cool interaction with Heyman and Seth, and I'm like, man, this is so dope. And then the group broke up the next week, and I was like, oh, all right, it's over. Um, so
Triple H said, "Oh, it's working," and it right now.
good old Paul. So he says things ain't been going my way, and yeah, I'm a little pissed off. He challenges Logan to a match tonight. He then does that thing he did in that one Bray Wyatt promo where he just starts screaming, yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
over
love
and
it.
over. I thought that was a cool little callback. Logan Paul and LA Knight, they actually have really good chemistry together. They're like, oddly enough, Logan Paul's like LA Knight's best rival in WWE. And I
Funny
don't,
enough,
I don't. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus the War Raiders. Um, it was great to see the War Raiders again.
it was
But a year ago, I remember being so optimistic that the War Raiders are back. I thought they were going to be a hit on the main roster. And could you blame me? Because look at what Triple H did with them in NXT. And we legitimately haven't seen these dudes in like 3 months. And these guys are dead in the water. And for as great as they are, and for as an amazing tag team as they are, dead in the water is what they are, unfortunately.
completely dead in the water, man. They were gone for like 3 months, and they returned to do the exact same thing they were doing before, lose world championship or tag champ matches. So
Yes.
gotta love it, man. Gotta love it.
AJ Styles hit a pop-up Hurricane Rana onto Ivar. He Hurricane Rana'd him into Eric. We then get a dive from Dragon Lee onto Eric and a phenomenal forearm to Ivar for the victory. Afterwards, the New Day get in the ring, and my fucking head went splat right down on my desk. As soon as the New Day got in the ring, because I knew my world was about to come crashing down, but it actually got a lot better. Well, it got a lot worse, and then it got better. And then I hear Jey Uso's music, and then my head went splat again right on my desk.
Just please use the Usos theme song, please.
Honestly, I'm just
Use the
just
Usos.
me, Us. Shut this shit up. I mean, seriously. I mean, you use the Usos song? I'm over it. All right, it was cool in
You
the
know,
beginning. You fucking killed the Yeet to the point where, yeah, there's a lot of people in the crowd that do it. There's also a lot of people in the crowd that don't even fucking do this shit anymore.
mm-hmm. And dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, why do I see them making a new Usos theme where it says it's just us Us?
Oh, brother, please don't fucking tell me
Yeah,
that. You're
I
probably not wrong, but please don't tell me that.
it's
Just
just
us,
us Us.
Us.
Oh dear God. By the
The
way, you, you know what? Can I do a side note, man? And we'll talk about it Friday, but there is just a news thing that dropped. WWE using multiple people to portray Masked Man helping Vision. What did I just say, people?
wow.
Okay, continue. I had to get that in there. I
Are
saw
you?
that.
I don't know, dude. I'm starting to think Montez Ford's gonna join the Vision. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling personally.
Good Lord.
Maybe they could get Ric Flair one week, so people could say, Rollins doesn't move like that. Get his old
No
ass.
fucking
Or
way.
get some other old geezer. Get I don't know. Maybe one week you get like Heath Lee or something. Shane Taylor. Maybe one week.
Shane Taylor.
So we could get a whole different, variety of mobility in here. So the Usos come out and Jimmy announces to the world, after taking loss after loss after loss after loss, the Usos are officially back in the tag division.
Look at that, bro.
Holy
First of all,
shit.
the way Jimmy started talking about, yeah, Jay lost his world title, then he lost the Cena tournament. I was like, okay, damn.
Dude, burying him,
Shit
bro.
on you, bro.
He lost
He
War
just-
Games. He lost Cena's final match. He lost the World Championship. He lost last. Like,
damn.
wow.
Damn, bro, that's your brother. You shit on the man right now, man. But very good announcement from these two. Jay finally grabbed the tag rope.
I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited. Now, I will say I actually was intrigued. Funny enough, I actually was intrigued with what they were doing with Jay and the whole Roman Reigns storyline about,
Oh, literally.
Jay Uso. It looked like he was going to turn heel, but it also looked like WWE gave up on him and dropped the story, which I cannot blame them for. I mean, you invested all this into this guy. You had him win a Royal Rumble. And then you had your fucking fan base try to sit there and tell me that he had a good match with Gunther at WrestleMania. And then you had your fucking fan base sitting there telling me his world title reign wasn't as bad as I thought it was. And it was. They did not get their return on the investment at all. I'm sorry. He needed to grab the tag rope. That is what Jey Uso needed.
Yep.
So Jay says they're going to block the noise and body them all because the best tag team is in Yo City. Jimmy says respect to the champs, but you don't know about us yet. Jay looks at the New Day and says, but they do. They get back in Dragon Lee and AJ's face. The New Day start a brawl with them. They super kick New Day. Grayson Waller retreats as they go face to face again with Dragon and AJ. This is truly for the best. Jey Uso as a singles. Sure, you got your return on your investment in the merchandise department. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure you did. You made a shit ton of Yeet merch money. A bunch of it. The time was up. The time had been up for a very long time. You almost invested too much in Jey Uso. In my honest opinion, you strapped a rocket to somebody who had no business having the rocket strapped to him. You just didn't. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, and that sucks for Jay because I like Jay. But I think through this, we have realized that Jay works better in a tag team. You can just tell by the way he works, and you can also tell by his promos. He just sounds so much more fired up. He sounds so much more enthusiastic. He sounds serious with his brother. This is the role for him. You are trying to make a single star out of somebody who is simply just a tag team guy. And I don't mean any disrespect by that because in my opinion, the Usos are the greatest tag team that's ever graced this company. So, no disrespect there. It's just calling a spade a spade.
Exactly, man. Jay works so much better, just visually, verbally, and obviously in the ring wise with his brother, man. He really does.
Stephanie Vacker comes out.
Oh, God.
Her segments they always feel so low budget. You know what I mean? Like they always feel like it feels like they like they're looking at the run sheet and it's like, oh shit, we need an extra 10 minutes of a segment. Who do we have? Oh shit, we have a women's world champion. I throw her out there for a promo and have it end like this, and it's like the most cookie cutter basic segment on the planet.
I just have to be a Jackie interview every time. Like, she could just go out there and talk. It's okay. It sounds like a lot of her segments, for some reason, feels like WWE doesn't trust her for no reason. Like, she never gave you a reason not to trust her on the mic or just alone in the ring. So stop acting like it, please.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Yeah, it definitely. Yeah, it feels like she has like the most like handheld segment ever. Like you said, like they don't trust her or something.
Like, what?
Stephanie comes out there. She says that she is the best. She starts talking about. She says, "Nikki, you're a legend, but this is a new generation. This generation has people like Rhea Ripley, Bailey, Io Sky in the locker room." Nikki Bella interrupts and demands a rematch against Vacker. She then gets attacked by Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel gets in the ring, gets in Steph's face, and says, "Name the time, name the place." I guess that's
Obviously.
all it took to get a title match. But yeah, she what what do you know, man? Raquel is the next challenger for Stephanie Vacker. I mean, I can appreciate them trying to make Raquel look like a threat, but bro, it's Raquel Rodriguez, bro. We all know, we all know, we all know she ain't winning nothing, bro.
No, she's not winning it, and she's in the Judgment Day. She's gonna lose, and it's gonna be for some reason because other members of the Judgment Day, and that's gonna build the ever so elusive Judgment Day tension. Oh man, so
Never seen that
greatness, man.
before.
I love Stephanie. Comes up first, very young, gets the world title, and they literally have nothing meaningful for her as champion. Gotta love it.
Liv and Raquel are in the back during a Judgment Day backstage segment, and they have this weird bit of tension where Raquel walks up and Liv says, "Hey, why didn't you say anything about attacking, Nikki and going after the women's world title?" Raquel tells Liv, "I didn't know I had to run everything past you." Liv says, "Well, you didn't. You don't have to, but, it would have just been nice for you to tell."
This is the most pointless tension in the world. Why on earth? First of all, at the end of the day, bro, Liv was not long enough for her to come back to tension against her. There's been no friendship really between Raquel and Rox or,
Right.
Raquel and Finn or whatever. There's literally no reason for that. Is the most abrupt and pointless tension in the world, dude.
Like, dude, I'm fucking begging you to just break this group up, man.
Just kill the group, dude. Please.
My
It's
God.
already dead. It's already dead. It's long dead. Please.
Now, again, like you said, I could understand if while Liv was gone, the group is stronger than ever, and then when Liv comes
Yeah.
back, she tries wedging her way into something that doesn't include her. It's almost like it almost gives the vibe that the group had moved on. They haven't. They haven't had some, great friendship or anything like that. So it just, again, this group at this point is just manufactured tension of people that don't like each other yet pretend like they like each other for some reason.
It's so pointless, dude. We all know the ending. Why are you taking so long to build and tease an ending that doesn't matter?
Golly. Um so Liv looks over at Roxanne and says, "Since Raquel's going for the women's world title, it looks like we're the next women's tag team champions.
Yay.
Yeah, yay. Roxanne then goes into a match with Lyra Valkyria. Lyra comes out with Bailey. Roxanne comes out with Liv. Sol Ruka is in the crowd because Sol Ruka versus Bailey is taking place at Saturday night's main event. Super, super pumped
Very
for that.
excited.
Also,
That show looks amazing.
Sir K told me some stuff over the weekend. I need to give a shout out to Bailey. Bailey
Mm-hmm.
did a free wrestling little training school that was, what did you say? It was 3 or 4 days worth?
It was like a few days long, I think. I know it was free. It was called Lodestone, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it was free for a bunch of young women to come through and just train. Bailey was there, Charlotte was there, Cena was there for a little bit,
Dope.
but Lyra's was there for a little bit helping them. Great to see, man. She truly is great for this business, man.
Bailey, I heard about that. That's the way to do it, man. You have so many of these people that, you know, they say they want to help the business and they say they want to you would think there would be an understanding for not everybody has $3,000 to $5,000 to blow on a wrestling school, and I get you need to keep up with like your bills, you know, and the bills you have to keep the facility open. But A, you're rich as fuck, you can afford it, and B, um, at least have it be a little cheaper, $1,000 something again, something cheaper than 3 to 5 bands. I mean, three grand, 5 grand, I think is a little excessive. But Bailey did, again, anybody working a regular job, $1,000 if they really wanted to save it up is something attainable. 3 grand
Yeah,
to save up, 5 grand to save up, bro. To people that have bills or, you know, responsibilities, it's just too much fucking money. I'm sorry, it is.
exactly.
But um that's really dope. And it really goes to show how amazing, like Sir K just said, how amazing Bailey is for this business. Um Truly a class act. That's an amazing thing to hear, and somebody who again is just amazing for the business, and somebody that deserves and I'm glad is a respected leader in the business and in the women's division, man, because that's truly amazing stuff to hear about. So just had to give her a little shout out, man. She had everybody come through to try to you know, teach all the young ladies. So truly a class act. So that's really awesome to hear about. Um but Bailey has also earned herself a match on the Last Time Is Now show, the Saturday night's main event, and she will be facing Sol Ruka. Very. Did you see also too? I forgot to mention. Did you see the other match that's on that card? It's Dragon Lee and AJ Styles versus G-Von Evans and Leon Slater. That fucking
Evans,
card is incredible.
dude, John Cena fucking destroys Triple H in the booking department because holy shit, does this card look fire, dude. We're
Yeah,
dead ass gonna see a point in that match where we see AJ Styles versus Javon Evans. That,
bro.
come on, bro.
Leon
Come
Slater
on.
and Javon or
Ooh,
and AJ Styles. Come on, dude.
come on, man. That shit is about to cook, man. Let's go.
You got on the card, you have one of John Cena's greatest rivals. You have female John Cena and wannabe John Cena as the veterans on the card.
Literally.
So it's all iterations of John
Exactly, dude.
Cena, or all people that have ties to John Cena. Corny Rhodes
Exactly.
versus Obafemi. You got Bailey and Sol Ruka and Leon Slater and G-Von Evans versus AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. Incredible. Incredible card. Roxanne defeats Lyra Valkyria with the
Okay.
help of Liv Morgan and a Pop Rocks. I get what they're doing with the Judgment Day, just not a fan on how we're treating Bailey and Lyra ever since the Judgment Day have, you know, wanted to be back on top. Whatever happened to Lyra's big push? she was supposed to be getting in 2026. It's now looking good going into 2026.
What happened to Finn Balor's, man? I think, what did I see a post? He had like a 93 loss percentage this year or something.
Holy shit.
It was in the 90s. It was in the 90s
God.
of his loss percentage, man. What happened to the Drew push? Well,
The huge
if we're
focus.
patient, man, next year, LA Knight is in line for a big push next year, man.
You know, so is who else? Lyra and Roxanne are also two people that are going to be huge focuses of the women's division.
Huge focuses, huge, man.
Yeah, again, you are minimizing the story between Bayley and Lyra for the Judgment Day story, and I would much rather see the Bayley and Lyra story play out, because I don't fucking care to see the same, you know, injured person goes out in the Judgment Day, they come back, and their mission is to get the group back on top. We've seen that with so many people in the Judgment Day. We've seen it with Rhea Ripley a couple years ago. We've seen it with JD McDonough when he got hurt. We've seen it with Dom when he got hurt. They come back and they're like, we're going to get the group back on track. How many times are we going to run the Judgment Day, get the group back on track storyline? I'm back to get us gold. Great. Can you fucking get gold on NXT or something? Because I don't want to see this group on weekly television anymore. I don't.
I really don't.
This group sucks. We get more Kurt Angle vignettes from the dungeon, where Peak Angle is sitting there fucking wrestling everybody, and by Peak Angle, I mean Maxine Dupree. She's fighting everybody in the dungeon. She finally gets to her final boss, Natalya, and she puts her in an ankle lock and taps her out. Great. I'm sorry, she's not Kurt Angle. I don't know. I don't know why they believe she's Kurt Angle.
They are hyping her up like 2017 Omega, fucking Okada, Kurt Angle, man.
Dude.
And she literally just learned to not suck in the ring. Gotta love it, man. Don't know what the fuck they're doing with it. Oh, they should have kept that title with Bayley and Lyra. They really should have.
Yes, they should have.
They
could have just done the Better Than You Baby story, bro. Like, bro, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
Come on,
man?
dog. The hell are we doing right now? Logan Paul versus LA Knight. The main event.
Oh, God.
The main event of the show. The Brawns are distracting LA Knight on the ringside area. While they're distracting the ref a little bit later in the match, the masked assailant attacks LA Knight. Logan Paul gets LA in the ring, hits a splash on him for the victory. After this, they attack him for a spear and 2 tsunamis from the Brawnies. Let's stop right there, because I'm just gonna hold my thoughts till the end. Let's just go over this. Let's analyze this whole thing. So they mop the floor with LA Knight. LA gets carried out of the ring. Paul Heyman's cutting a promo, and the whole time they're cutting back and forth to LA being carried out by medical, like a fucking enhancement talent. They're walking this dude through the parking lot. I don't know why they didn't bring him through the medical. It's literally like he's a jobber, and they're carrying him out of the arena.
Like, logically, usually, the way the kayfabe medics work, you put them on a stretcher, you take them to the parked ambulance you always keep there, you shut the door and you drive off. Why are you fucking walking him throughout the arena just to look like a schmuck?
Literally, like they're about to send him out the garage door and fucking close the thing shut. Like he's a jobber. Paul Heyman cuts a very in-depth, deep promo.
Oh,
He
did he?
says, I don't understand what the hell you're booing for. When you live in a hellhole like Kansas City. Are we in Kansas City, Kansas, or Kansas City, Missouri? I can't tell. Holy fuck, Paul. Man, you're really striking a
Oh,
chord with me, man. Wow. This is
oh,
great.
you are fucking useless. Just leave.
Paul Heyman,
You leave.
we love you, dog, bro. You are the GOAT manager, but what the fuck is this? What is this? I mean, honest to God,
Ew.
what is this work? What
This
the
is some of his
fuck?
worst work I have ever seen, dude. He comes out here every week
He don't give
and
a
says
fuck.
fuck all. He don't give a fuck. He don't, and I don't give a fuck because he don't give a fuck.
You're exactly right. He says the one thing he can tell us, he definitely didn't tell us this last week. On January
No.
5th, you're going to have a new world heavyweight champion, and his name, surprisingly enough, he says his name is Braun Breaker. Oh, wow.
He says it like Brock. Oh my god.
Braun then finally grabs the mic.
Thank God.
He does it again. He does it again, man. He says he has one question. Where is CM Punk? Braun, did you not hear the news about Larry?
Well, apparently CM Punk's actually filming a movie right now.
Oh, brother. Did you not hear the news about Larry and the movie?
In the movie?
He says, I know he's not here because that would be 2 back-to-back losses in Kansas City. I don't mean where is Punk physically. I mean the CM Punk. Where is that guy? Because this new nice guy, CM Punk, I don't buy it. I don't believe him. You're telling me all of a sudden he's the nicest guy ever, follows rules, take pictures with the young talent in the back to make people go, wow, that CM Punk fella, man, he's terrific, isn't he? He's a fraud. I don't believe him. Here's something. He said, here's something. Imagine preaching every week that I'm straight edge. I've never done drugs. I never took a sip of alcohol. And then that's the same guy that turns out looking like the biggest crackhead anyone's ever seen. Kind of a little callback to the MJF line. You know, you're straight edge, but you look like a meth head. And then that got me thinking, if Braun's cutting promos like this, I cannot wait to see one day babyface Braun Breaker against the heel MJF. Just saying.
It's going to be really dope one day.
He says, I don't want to face this new nice guy CM Punk on January 5th, because honestly, Punk, if that's the Punk I get, you might as well stay home and vacate the championship because I can beat that CM Punk easy. What I want is the old CM Punk. I want to face the guy from 2011, 2012, 2013, the guy who walked the halls a feared man, a guy that beat The Rock, a guy that had the historic reign of 434 days, who at my age was the best to ever lace up a pair of boots. The guy I want to face, that's the guy I want to face, so I'm begging you on my hands and knees, give me that CM Punk, because I want to beat the greatest superstar to ever lace a pair of boots, because if you don't, I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to send you to the hospital. I'm going to Braun break you, take your World Heavyweight Championship, and hell, you know what? I'll take your wife too. Damn.
God, his ass. Damn.
All right. I really like the whole Braun break you thing. I thought that was tough. We're
cool.
not done, because
Mm.
the Tron
bad.
shows LA Knight getting carried out of the arena like a fucking jobber, like they were gonna throw him outside and then shut the door behind him like he's fucking enhancement talent. He's fighting medical. He's like, get off me, I'm not done. Logan Paul and Bronson Reed then run to the back. The camera cuts back to Braun. He says, well, I'm not, he says he's not finished. He says on January 5th, I'm going to keep it real simple for you. It will be Spear 1, 2, 3, Spear 1, 2, 3, Spear 1, 2, 3. He rips his shirt off, says it a couple more times. He says, Spear 1, 2, 3. And we cut back to this parking lot. And LA Knight is getting mollywopped by Bronson Reed and Logan Paul. They're jumping him. They powerbomb him through a fucking table. LA Knight's still moving around, and Bronson says, no, we ain't done. He's still moving. They get him on the hood of a car, and there's like 20 production crates bungee ratchet strapped together for some convenient reason. As Bronson tells Logan, get him on the roof. And Bronson Reed tsunamis LA Knight on the hood of a car the same way he did Braun Strowman a little over a year ago. As the show ends with Adam Pearce yelling for medics. Oh my God. Wow.
They killed him.
I'm done. I'm honestly fucking done, man. John Cena recently, I was watching a couple interviews with the GOAT, and he was talking about LA Knight. Somebody had asked, I think it was the Bill Simmons one, somebody had asked him about LA Knight, and one of the phrases he used, I thought this was very interesting. One of the phrases he used was, sometimes he gets in his own way. And it makes me think, is that the general consensus back there? That LA Knight gets in his own way? Because if that's the case, and if that's what somebody like Triple H, who's booking the show, thinks, then, my God, if you think that level of crowd reaction is getting in his own way, is it getting in his own way, or is it him being confident in his abilities because you can listen to the crowd reactions he gets every week? Is that cockiness or confidence? Because I think confidence. And also, we praise this so much with people like John Cena. Is it such a bad thing that this guy's never given up on himself despite you giving him every reason to give up on himself? Is it?
Yeah. Is that not what you want? Is that not what like people like Miro, like Black did in AEW, that you hired them back for because they were resilient, and wanting the
Okay. Yes, like you said, they love that mentality for people that they want to have that mentality. And this is how you fucking treat LA Knight. A guy you should have pushed 2 years ago, and he should already at least be a one-time world champion. You chose Damian Priest over him. You chose Jey Uso over him for world title spots. You chose all these guys over him. And guess what happened to both of those in their singles run? They sucked. They failed. You do LA Knight like this, man, that is damn near unforgivable on your part. I mean, you should genuinely be ashamed that a guy that has organically gotten over and a guy who's continued to stay over, when you tried to say he was a fluke, he stayed over. He stayed over. And he never gave up. And he never gave up through everything you put the guy through. Everything they tried to say about him, he was a fluke. Clearly not. He's still getting great crowd reactions. He can't wrestle. Guys damn near having fucking best match of the night on any given show that he's on. Oh, he's only a promo guy. All this bullshit you thrown in front of this man, he's fucking dodged it. But you lack the ability to listen to your audience and a guy that they genuinely want to see. And you do this? You slime him out like this? Come on, man. That is ridiculous. And then what's up with him feuding with the Vision again? You mean to tell me there was... So what exactly was the reason for you to keep him out of War Games if he was just going to go right back into a feud with the Vision? What? Did you want Corny Rhodes in there so bad over somebody that actually made sense in the story? He made sense in the story. Cody made no fucking sense feuding with the Vision. None.
Cody being on that team and LA is just pure favoritism.
It's favoritism. You mean to tell me you couldn't have, instead of Drew, you couldn't have got Austin Theory on the heel side and just kept LA Knight in with the story on the babyface side? That's ridiculous. And you do him like this. What an absolute burial. And I will call it a burial until these reports of LA Knight getting a big push in 2026 actually turn into fruition. Because I do not believe them. I do not believe LA Knight will be getting a big push. LA Knight was supposed to be getting a big push 3 fucking years ago. Where's that?
Good thing comes to those who wait.
Good things come to those who wait, my dick. My dick, Paul. My fucking dick. You said that like 2.5 years ago. And we're still waiting. And so is he.
He's waiting. I'm waiting. We're all waiting for something that's never gonna fucking happen because you punish a man who believes in himself, who still is who's over, and you don't like him for whatever reason, man. And it's very obvious. You just completely dislike him for no reason, and you punish him every week. You have him do these big feuds. People love him. You have him lose. You have him get his ass whooped. You had that man get tsunami'd on the top of an SUV just because you don't like him. That is insane, dude. That's insane. So disrespectful. And I just don't get why. I would love to know why they don't like him backstage. Why Triple H doesn't like him, because he's great. He has everything you'd want, and you just dislike him just because, man. I don't get it.
What an absolute joke. What an absolute joke. I can't believe they did that man like that. But that is everything for Monday Night Raw. That's going to do it for this edition of Unscripted. This has been episode 277. And man, it doesn't feel real, but it does at the same time. We are on the cusp. We are 4 days away from the last time being now. And holy shit. I ain't ready, bro. I am not ready.
I'm really not, dude.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It really is starting to feel real, bro. Crazy stuff. I'm nervous but excited. And with that being said, thank you guys, everybody who joined us here today. Lonnie, Manager Logan, Mr. Walking Down and Cut These Shiz Off, Gotti. Thank you guys as always for joining us here today. It's been always a pleasure for my Johnny.
That's okay.
And that is going to do it for this edition of NHP. This has been episode 277. And thank you guys, as always, for joining us. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you all on Friday with the news and the Saturday night's main event, John Cena's final match predictions.
Peace.